everybody, so welcome to part 1 of our vocab lesson on propaganda. We're going to jump right in. So this first slide, if you want to pause the video, I'll also link the slides if you want to take another peek. This is our language and content objectives, pardon me. We're going to start here. So draw or type 2 things you already know about propaganda. I'm going to have to move myself around a little bit. Okay, so right here and right here, draw or type 2 things you already know about propaganda, and then we'll kind of look over it as a class. Alright, so the vocab term for today is propaganda. According to the internet, the definition of propaganda is information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. We're also going to be touching on brainwashing in this lecture. So brainwashing, it sounds like something out of a crazy science fiction movie, but it actually does have a lot to do with propaganda, and we're going to kind of briefly touch about it now, but definitely talk more about it later in the week. So brainwashing, according to the internet, is the process of pressuring someone into adopting radically different beliefs by using systematic and often forcible means. So real quick, guys, these definitions, they're heavy, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to break these down over this lesson, and we're going to kind of create our own definition for these terms to give ourselves a better understanding. So first, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and click on this link right here. This is a music video by the rapper Dax. It's called Propaganda. The link will send you to a YouTube video that displays the lyrics on the screen as they're being read. But if you need some another piece of lyric that you can look at, you can go ahead and click right here. This will take you to a link of the actual lyrics as well. So as you guys are listening to the song, I want you guys to kind of think, what is Dax trying to convey in this piece, and kind of keep that in your head. Write down anything that sticks out to you, and I'll see you right back. Okay, welcome back. So, do you think the lyrics of the song align with the definition above? That's something to think about. You can go ahead and write it in the chat, raise your hand, speak up. Just let me know what you guys think. And what do you associate with propaganda? So you as an individual, what is your experience with propaganda? So if anybody has any cool stories, go ahead and share. And we can kind of discuss that. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to take a look at 3 different posters, political posters. And we're going to kind of look through them. If you have your primary source analysis checklist, if you guys want to pull that out and use that as a guide as we look through the next 3 sources, they are primary sources. And you can go ahead and just write down, go through it, who, what, where, when, why, how, all that good stuff. Take a couple seconds. So here's the first one. Let me try to move myself out a little bit more. There we go. All right, so take a second, look at this. What sticks out to you? So let me give you some context of this piece. So this is a man who's supposed to be a soldier in the Red Army, which was Communist Russia's army during World War II. You can see the flag right back here. Just at first glance, they have tanks, they have, an arsenal, they have Air Force. This guy is well dressed, he has a helmet, he has a pack, he has a gun. So, this kind of gives you the, this is a strong man, and he is ready to go defend his country. So what makes this piece propaganda is that this is in no way a reflection of what it was like to be a soldier in the Red Army. Most of the time they didn't have shoes. Pardon me. They did not have really good military equipment. They were starving. It was rough to be a Red Army soldier. But you can't go out during a war and say, oh, this blows, but hey, come join anyways, kind of thing. So that's what made this propaganda. Russia was trying to get people to come and support them in this fight and volunteer themselves for this. So that's kind of one thing that people really do associate with propaganda right off the bat is World War II. And we're going to talk a lot more about that later this week. So let's take a look at the next piece. So this one, some of you might recognize. I'm now realizing that 2008 was actually kind of a long time ago. But, so this was a political campaign poster for Barack Obama when he was trying to run for president in 2008. This is him. It says hope. And we're going to go ahead and take another second and compare these two pictures. What is this artist trying to convey in this piece? So a little context, this guy is from a group called Anonymous, and pardon me, they wear Guy Fawkes masks and are actually kind of people who give an outlet for whistleblowers. They believe that they're bringing real woke, as the kids are saying, information to the public that they believe governments are trying to hide from us. So what this artist could be saying is, as you see down here, Barack Obama says hope. This guy says we are the hope. So in a way, they're saying, hey, like, we're the 99%. As you can see right here, it says 99. It's kind of hard to see. We are the 99%. It's not going to be another 1%er or another fancy politician that's going to solve your problems. It's going to be us, and we need to, rise up, kind of thing. So that's a little modern taste of propaganda for you guys. And the final piece we're going to look at is this one. And this might be something that you guys have probably heard in the past 5 years since the 2016 elections. So take a second, look it over. What do you think this artist is trying to say? And, use your sheet if you want. So some more context. This is supposed to be Donald Trump. This is CNN's logo. And over where it's supposed to say breaking, Donald Trump has written an F on a piece of paper and held it up so it says faking news. So this is kind of a way that there have been some people who believe that CNN, especially like kind of more left-leaning media outlets, are actually reporting fake news. That's really a big term that we've been hearing lately, still, fake news. So this is kind of pushing that, saying, hey, CNN, it's fake news. But also with this piece, what is interesting is it could also be looked at as kind of a slight towards Donald Trump. Kind of the way they drew him, maybe it was supposed to be like an insulting piece. But either way, talking about faking news, trying to get people to believe, hey, wake up, this is not what we're supposed to be watching, that whole thing. So that could be considered a good piece, a good example of propaganda in the 21st century. So it is everywhere. It's not, like I said in the beginning, it's not just in authoritarian governments. It's everywhere. So guys, I want to have you guys tell me how you're feeling about this whole topic. So if you want to grab your cursor and drag your dot right here, keep going, I understand. Right here, you're confused, or right here, stop, I need help. So go ahead and do that. This is a lot of information, guys, and I am totally here and free. If you guys have any questions, I would love to, expand on something. So please let me know, and we can talk about it. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on this video. This is a video of Professor Chomsky talking about the propaganda model, as he calls it. So this kind of gives you a little bit more of an insight on how the actual term propaganda is used, and he kind of touches in on propaganda in the 20th, 21st century as well. So go ahead and click on that. And when you come back, we're going to talk about what you guys think of what he is saying. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like, there's a lot kind of to unpack here. But we'll touch base on it more later in the week. All right. finally, after this whole lecture, let me move my face again. So let's connect this to your own life. What's something interesting that you guys learned about propaganda today? You can go ahead and type it or write it right over here. And then also, or can you relate to this to something in your life? How similar is it? You know, do you see this around you? Like, where does this help you kind of better understand what propaganda is and be able to identify it? So let's go ahead and we can, you guys can type that. It'd be fun to kind of see. And all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this lesson. I hope it was informative. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to go over this. I will also link this presentation and these slides, as I said, online, so you guys can access them there if you need them for reference. So thank you guys so much.